This video has been produced to introduce some of the people who took part in the PDA project with ELSIS and Portsmouth City Council.
Okay, Anne. Could you tell me please, in your role as a PDA, how useful was the training? Were there any bits in particular that you found useful, and could you explain why?
I found this training really useful, both in terms of my own personal development and my professional development. I'm already a trained e-guide, and one of my roles as project officer for Portsmouth City Council is to coordinate e-guide activities in the e-guide network, and also to manage e-learning CPD projects and programs. So from a professional point of view, it fits really nicely with the other roles that I already have. On a personal level, I found it really interesting as well in terms of learning about coaching and mentoring. It's something I've always wanted to do more of. Part of the training was also focused on the solution-focused approach, and I've done some training on that before, so it was really nice to revisit those kinds of principles and to be able to look at introducing those into my practice again.
Oh, good. Now, did you utilise any of the skills that were taught on the training day with colleagues that you've worked with?
Yes, I did. When I worked with one of my colleagues on their skills action plan, it was really useful to bear in mind the GROW model and to use that to get them to reflect on their own practice and how they've actually developed in their own way, and that helped build their confidence in terms of thinking of what they needed to do next.
Oh, good. And is there anything that you would do differently next time?
I think perhaps next time I'd like to look at doing something like this in a group setting. I think it's certainly something worth exploring, maybe a small group of colleagues working together.
Oh, good. And have you used the skills outside of the project, maybe with people that you've worked with or in other situations?
Yes, one of my other roles in the Portsmouth City Council Adult and Family Learning team is as a Careers Information Advice and Guidance Advisor. And I also help deliver the Next Step contract that we have. So in this role I've found some of the skills that we've learned, particularly around the GROW model, the mentoring and coaching roles, very useful, and I think I'll be using them a lot more in future. It's helped me reflect on my practice in that area as well. So yeah, it's been really useful for that.
Oh, great. Now, do you think it was helpful to the colleague that you were working with to create their eCPD action plan?
I worked with two colleagues on their eCPD action plans. One was actually my line manager, because there are a lot of changes going on in our team at the moment, and part of that involves the restructuring of the organisation. So it's been quite good for him to reflect on his role within the team, and also the fact that he's an e-guide but hasn't actually done much e-guide work in the last few years. So I think he really enjoyed looking at how he might be able to build up his skills to better support e-guides in the future, and also other change agents within the team. Also, the other person I worked with, Penny Rance, is chair of the Sherborne Association, and I think she's found that of particular use. I think we're going to hear from her a bit more in a minute.
Oh, good. Now, has combining the role as an e-guide and a PDA worked for you?
Yes, combining the role of e-guide with PDA has been really successful, I think. It's enabled me to build on my skills as an e-guide, and certainly given me more confidence in working with my e-guide colleagues.
Oh, well done. Is there anything else you can think of that you would like to add?
No, I think that's about it now.